Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the J.W. Henry Farm. If you don't know me, my name's Joseph Henry, and well, of course, as you can see, our mascot, my baby, Nugget's right here with me. She doesn't want to be in the camera today, which is weird, because she always likes being in the camera. Ain't that right? You always like being in the camera. What's wrong with you today? Oh, there she is. Oh. No, she's a good girl. I've had her since she was a calf. She was born here, again, out of a registered heifer, or why did I say registered heifer? Out of a registered bull, Hereford bull, with one of our optimizer mamas up there, Grace, her sister Zoe. We'll actually talk more about the optimizers in another video, but yeah, I just want to say I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Again, sorry. Hi, girl. That I haven't been posting a lot lately. Been super busy between work and school. And just getting a lot of stuff done around here because there's a lot going on. Ain't that right, Nuggy? Ain't that right? There's been a lot going on. Some I can update y'all on today. Nugget's like food. Yeah, I need to give them a little bit of food. They ate yesterday, but I gotta take a truckload of feed to my girlfriend's family. From L&J again. L&J Farm Supply, everyone. That's the place to go, and that's the place to get all the best farm materials you need. Ain't that right, Nuggy? He's like, yes. But yeah, so May updates coming. I can fill you in on what should we do, Nugget? Should we tell them all of them, or should we just leave them a surprise, or just tell them one? What do you think? Oh, that's a good idea. All right, so Nugget has spoken. We can tell you one big thing that is happening. One big thing. We can show you all we've been working on, but we can only give away one big surprise because I gotta remember for a second. There's 5 big surprises coming in the near future. A lot of updates I can also say, but again, 5 big surprises. Nugget, we don't want to tell them again, right? We don't want to tell them. She said, yes, we don't want to tell you until they actually come. So let's get into it. One of the things that I can go ahead and tell you is breeding season is almost wrapped up. As Sugar Daddy, and of course, Lewis is up there. Lewis yesterday was a bad boy. He somehow pulled his EID tag out. I still have all the numbers on that. But Sugar Daddy, of course, and Lewis, they will be coming off the cows because they've been in here for over 60 days, but we're going to give them 90 days because this heifer right here, as you know, Katie, she came from Running Springs, had a beautiful heifer calf that I will be keeping out of Justice. Seriously, really love the way that this girl's turning out. And there's the other bull that we will be raising up and keeping, Mufasa. Again, have too many things I relate to him. But yeah, so we're leaving the bulls out for a little bit longer because Sugar Daddy has been courting Katie around, and he's been courting Kimber around the last couple days too. They calved a little bit later than what we'd like because they came from a sale, and if they don't get bred back, it's not a big deal. And Lewis, as you can see up there, Phantom's up there too. As you know, she just had a calf earlier this month. If she doesn't get bred back, it's no big deal. We're going to let her have a year off and let her be bred next year. But let me just go ahead. Lewis has been, I don't want to say courting. I don't want to say nudging. I'll just go ahead and say he's trying to go ahead and breed her. I personally don't think that she will get bred back this season. But I've seen it happen before with younger bulls. I had my old commercial bull that I had, good bull. Didn't keep anything out of him because when I started getting registered again, I wanted a good bull that looked good on paperwork. But so he did actually breed a cow early, and every year she kept calving earlier and earlier. I sold her sadly because she was just an old cow. One of the first 2 cows I ever bought, and it was just her time to move on. I actually have one of her daughters, Biscuits, over there, who is out of my first bull we ever had, Ferdinand. He was not Ferdinand. Here's Zoe. This is Nugget's sister. Also came out of Ferdinand. So yeah, we got I'm also trying to get to where we start just to raise up our own heifers and our own bulls possibly. But yeah, I've seen bulls mount and breed cows earlier, even if they just calved within like a month. But if Phantom doesn't get bred back, it's no big deal. I'm gonna let her have a year off. But I think since the way Sugar Daddy's courting Katie around, I also saw him do it yesterday. I saw him do Kimber earlier as well. They might be pregnant, but we'll have to find out. So yeah, bulls, breeding season's almost up for the cows. I'm really looking forward to this breeding season. Got some really good number cows, some really some really good bulls. First time bulls. I just hope they do their job, and I hope they throw some fantastic calves. And Miss Nugget needs to have me a beautiful black white face heifer that looks just like her. I got 3 cows I'm hoping to have heifers. Of course, Nugget is one of them. Fiona is another one, and the other one is Miss Regina right here. She's 2 years old, pushing 1,600 pounds, registered Black Angus from UTK. Really hoping for a heifer, but if it's a bull, I know it'll also be a good bull. And of course, this is going to be your first calf. Isn't that right, Regina? But since we're over here, if anyone can guess what this is what the one surprise I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all is. So we'll get into it, and the next clip will actually tell you what we're going to be doing for this first surprise. I will also give another update before we go in there. If y'all remember our biggest buckling, Buck Norris, the 70-pounder, or pushing over 70 pounds now, he's no longer here. We sold him via private treaty. Really happy where he went. The family was really happy with him, and I hope they make him some beautiful babies. Just really happy for them, and really happy that I was able to sell. As you can see, all the roofs are also on. Sell my first registered buckling off the lot to a family. But we also have these bucklings are still here. Well, not Taco. Taco is actually going. I also sold him via private treat to be a pet for a family. So really happy that some of our stock is actually being able to go off and be herd sires, and just like Rowdy was last year. But Taco's just going to go be a pet. But really happy for Buck Norris. All right, everyone. So the surprise has to start in here in the bull lot. But let me just, before I say what the surprise is, just look at all this nice green grass that I planted. The bulls are going to love it when they come back in here, and so will some of our surprises that will be arriving shortly. But planted this in Kentucky 31 and clover. Goats come in here like twice a week. They won't do much to damage it. But just look at all this nice green grass. And also, we got roofs on our bull barn and our surprise barn, but I don't want to tell y'all what's coming for that surprise barn yet. All it needs now, we need to put some trim on the bull barn and finish framing in this barn right here for whatever's coming. But that's just a little epilogue to what is our surprises are coming. But guys, this is actually the big surprise. So if you guess what it is, the little thing that I showed y'all up on the gooseneck trailer, it really has to do with something that you're looking at right here. But I'm going to let you think about that for a second. Sorry if I'm shaking so much. I just got done weed eating around here. If you realize what it is, yes, it has to do with the telephone pole right there. So let me just go ahead and flip the camera around and let you know what all of the surprises. So the main surprise is, of course, we are finally getting power up here at the farm. I'm super excited. We'll have electricity going to the barn and the goat barn. We'll have lights to go up in there. We'll be able to get an electric fence for the bull lot in here to make just another precaution in case they decide to try to get out. The bull lot is 1 acre exactly, so they got enough room to roam, and of course we'll give them hay and everything that they need. So what we're going to do, we just went ahead and did it. I'll make a video of what we're going to have to do for it, of course, but what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to jump. They're going to have to put a power pole in here. We're going to set it off enough from the fence so that way whenever it comes time to mow everything, we can get a bush hog around it, we can get a lawnmower around it, and of course if anything is to happen, we can get the bobcat to go around it. So we're going to jump from that pole right there. They're going to place a power pole right here, and what we're going to do, we're going to dig a ditch 3 feet deep, and we already got the conduit up there. So we're going to dig the ditch, and it's going to go all the way through the bull lot, through the weaning lot, into the weaning lot for the bucklings, as you see all. And that box you saw is actually what the meter box and the junction box is actually going to be sitting on. So that is going to go directly towards the back barn doors, and that is going to lead to our meter box in there. Really excited for it. Really excited to just have power up here to begin with. I know what you're thinking, well, this is going to ruin all the nice green grass. Well, I'm thinking if we set a pole right there, make a ditch to where it goes up through this dirt lot and up through there, it's not going to damage it a lot. And go past that auger. That's actually, we're going to rip all those T-posts up for another project we're doing. But guys, I'm just really excited to have power up here because it'll make things so much easier when it comes time to working in the winter when it gets darker earlier. You can see the ladies in the background, the goats in the background. Again, just really excited. It's been a couple years in the making, but that is just one of the big surprises that we're getting up here, and I can't wait to start on it again. So we're going to do all the work ourselves except when it comes to the state inspection and the line inspection before we can get power up in here. So we'll dig it, we'll put the conduit in it. The guy's gonna come look at the ditch, make sure everything's all good, so then that way we can bury it back over. We'll have the state come and inspect it to make sure that we get the all good to go ahead, and so that way the power company up here can run the line to actually get our power up here. I'm just super excited for what all the future has to hold. And if you want, please like and subscribe for more. I'm doing my absolute best. I hope you like our videos. And overall, I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. And that is just one of the many surprises to come. So thank y'all for watching.